Hi everyone, I'm Caitlin and I'm here to talk about my experience with the Lifewide Learning module. Lifewide Learning is a module where you can gain industry experience as part of your studies. I decided to take this module mainly because of the freedom that it gave you. As long as you're doing something related to media or film, whether that be managing a social media account or making a short film, you can do that as part of your coursework. For my studies, I originally planned to make a documentary based on what life was like with autism. But then I got the opportunity to go to the Berlin Film Festival and I decided to add a travel vlog on top. I'll start with Berlin. My main goal while documenting the trip was to see how spontaneous and creative vlogging can be. On the move, I was considering key cinematography elements such as lighting, framing. A few weeks after I got back, I began the editing process. Now, it did take about 3 attempts because Premiere just lost all of my files for no apparent reason. So 3 attempts, then sat for 15 hours straight editing the video. And I was losing my mind by the end of it that I was live tweeting my actual progress. Onto my main project, my short documentary based on living with autism that I've called Invisible. Concept for Invisible was developed from my CIN313 documentary. It took about 3 drafts, give or take, for the script to get to the level I wanted. I began with the locations and I knew this was going to be tricky. I wanted the documentary to reflect on the beauty of nature. It's always there, but you have to be looking for it to actually notice it. In the end, I decided upon Blyleven, Clonmany and Mallinhead. All those areas have places of natural beauty. When I got back from Mallinhead, I took to the Cinematic Arts Drama Department in Cloudford. I was looking for someone to do a voiceover as I hate hearing myself on camera. Luckily, I found someone within a day and all I had to do was finalise the dates with them. One of the things I was panicking about was the music. I wanted a song that was emotional, that invoked a feeling out of the audience. I decided to listen to my favourite copyright-free playlist of the artist known as Kuwaiti songs. It landed on For My Glaciers, a song that was emotional and moving, and I just knew I had to have it for my documentary. We sat and wrote an email to Kuwaiti asking if we could use the song. I explained what the documentary was about and what it would be used for. This man responded within a minute saying I could have the song in my documentary, just to credit him with this description. I was essentially a one-woman crew. I did have my family members help me transport my camera and equipment to and from locations. But when I was on location, it was all me. I was at Glen Waterfall. Things were going great. My plan was to go up to the top, start up there and work my way down the trail. However, when I got up the trail and set my tripod, this happened.
Okay, filmmaking tip for everyone. Make sure your camera's charged before filming on location. Right here, currently, and I only realised my camera wasn't charged when I got up here. Set up everything and camera is not charged. So alternatively, I'm going to film on my phone and potentially come back Monday if the weather's good.
Rookie mistake, I know. The next step was to film the narration. I had secured the 3rd year drama student as my narrator and I had booked out a study room.
Dear reader, for the sake of this letter, I'm Gray.
Action.
So, what is autism? And he simply said, I don't make allowances.
I love that little voice.
With filming finished, it was time to start editing. Now, I foolishly booked a trip to Paris 3 weeks before the deadline, but I figured editing wouldn't take that long. I was wrong. The documentary is about 14 minutes, and it's taking me a week to edit. Seriously, it's taking me a week to edit. I firstly did the narration, got everything cut and reorganized in the way I wanted. Then I did the music, where I realized 400 Glaciers wasn't long enough for the documentary. So I added in Resurgence and Aloft. I chose to structure it as each section of the documentary. So I would get the footage for, say, the introduction. I would put all that and edit it out perfectly. I then would do the colour grading and captions for that section. And there is a lot of captions. So, yep. But overall, my experience with Lifewide Learning has been positive. I have developed my concept problem-solving skills and have realised the importance of timekeeping and not to book a holiday 3 weeks before the deadline. I really recommend taking this module for any future filmmaker, even if you want to see where your strengths and weaknesses lie. If you want to watch Project Invisible or the Berlin travel vlog, I will add links into the description of this video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.